Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here to do your bonus read for Tuesday, 4th of December. The readings have been very sort of internal and very intuitive the last couple of days. Like, I can feel you all being prepared for something. Well, all of us being prepared for something. Just not quite sure when it's coming here, but it's almost like we're coming out of our waiting room and moving forward now. It's whatever it is. It's almost like, how would you say, you know, somebody's calling you from the kitchen to tell you dinner's ready. So you're not sitting in your room waiting anymore. You're starting to move towards that type of feeling. I don't know if everybody's feeling the same, but for me, that's how it feels. Moving towards a greater future. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the little red button below. Don't forget to like and share my videos. And if you'd like to join my Facebook page and always be running for competitions, I'm running one for a free YouTube video at the moment on a question. So you may have to search a little bit on my page to find it though, because things get sort of lost once I put the weekly videos up, so I keep hitting it to make it come forward again, but have a little look there. There's a current competition that will be drawn next weekend. So okay, let's look at your bonus read. Okay, so we have the Justice card coming out here, and I really feel this is quite rightly so at the moment. It really does feel like we're sort of in this energy at the moment where things are being evened out. As I've said so many times, everybody feels a bit stuck at the moment. People are talking about not knowing what decisions to make, what energy to sort of use to move forward. It's sort of like a bit, sort of like a quagmire. What I do feel with the readings the last couple of days is that the universe is starting to move us forward now. It's almost like a lot of us have done that wave of growth and we're ready to go. So the Justice card can talk about something on a very tangible level, like court cases, winning at battles, coming forth in things that really serve you, and being able to pick your sword up and go forth. He has a very blunt sword in that, so I think that there's some sort of symbolism there. But it also talks about evening out the playing field. It talks about karma, getting back what you've done, put in, what you've sown, reaping the rewards, that type of thing. Whether you apply it to sort of like the real world or the spiritual world, either way, it's talking about getting back what you've put in. Okay, very nice. So you have the Six of Wands coming up directly, Six of Wands coming up straight away. So we're talking about a victory here, and that makes sense here in the Justice card. So if any of you are dealing with something in the way of law, legalities, that sort of thing at the moment, you are going to be victorious here. You are going to get back what you deserve. So if you deserve to win a lot, then you'll get your lot. Okay, now, I think this is something you've been very worried about. The Eight of Swords has come out here. Now, the Eight of Wands shows a woman who actually looks like she's tied up. She's loosely bound with a mask on. And it implies that you're keeping yourself bound in a situation and refusing to see a way forward, or denying the way forward. So definitely this is about understanding that you're trapped in your thoughts and not making a decision about something. Okay, and we have a King of Cups here. Now, the King of Cups is the representative of the water sign, so he can be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. He's a man who's tempered his emotions. Some people call him cold. I don't see him cold. I just think that he has learned when it's the right place to use his emotions. It may seem cold to us if he's not gushy, but it's not about that. It's about he understands there's a place for emotions and he uses them in the right place. But he can be very composed. That's the word I'm looking for. He's a very composed man. Okay, or woman. So there we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles talks about hanging on to something. He's absolutely hanging on for dear life, this man. So this is about, you know, either hanging on to things that you should let go. So sometimes this is about past love, past life, past experiences. It's about regret and remorse. It's also about hanging on to your money and not spending your money. So however that applies to you, You need to let it go because it's holding you back. You can't go anywhere while you're doing this. So have a good look at it, folks, because that's what it's trying to tell you. And the What's Cracking read talks about moving forward. So you cannot walk if you've got 4 pentacles and you're holding them this way. Think about it. Okay, now we have the World here. So the World talks of finishing out a cycle. It's the end of the tarot deck. It's the time to move into the new horizon here. You've done the lessons of the past. You've understood what you needed to do, and now you can move forward in a brand new cycle. This also talks about closing out negative cycles. So closing out cycles that you found yourself in through your life. Those times when you sort of go, well, hang on a moment, this has happened before. And then when it happens 2 or 3 times going, why do I keep doing this? What have I got to learn here? That's what that card's about. Okay, and then we have the card of transformation. Wow, pretty deep reading this one too. So this talks of being able to let a part of you die. Letting a part of you fall away that no longer serves you. Moving into a newer you, understanding, you know, with this cycle here, I'd be saying to you, you're understanding about this cycle now and you're actually letting it go. It's very much that feeling. And it has strongly to do with the King of Cups here. I think he's really standing out for me here. This is the card of the Wheel of Fortune. Now, I love this card because what it says now is you've done the work, we can move you in the right direction. So definitely moving in the right direction. There's somebody that figures strongly here. Could be a father figure too with this King of Cups. You had the Justice card at the beginning. So we're talking about some sort of karmic event here. We're talking about moving forward on a karmic event. And I feel like somebody, possibly this King of Cups character, person, energy, has something to do with it. You may be hanging on to someone that you've known in the past. You may be unable to let that person go. Could be that someone's died. It could be that you've broken up with someone. It could be that you've had some sort of altercation, fight or something with someone, because we have this 8 of Swords here, which says to me, you want victory. You want victory. I've just noticed, see the wreath he's got here? There's the wreath there. You've got victory here. You want to have a win, but you're refusing to give up something. You're either refusing to give up old ways with this cycling here. You're refusing to change. You're stuck in your head and you're refusing to see what you should see. And the universe is saying you need to let go of this now and move forward, because we need to transform you. We need to move you into a different area so that we can offer you this change in the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is laid out in front of you here. It sort of feels like the What's Cracking read in a way, really, that they're saying that everything's here. You've got to be prepared to give up what you're hanging on to. You can't hang on to the past if you want to go forward. And I know that's hard. Believe me, I know it's hard sometimes to give something up, especially if it's clutched your heart and you're upset about it. But I think that what Spirit is saying is, if you want to move forward, if you want to have victory, if you want to leave things behind, you've got to be prepared to give up this past here. But they're offering you like a complete change here, a complete change in your circumstances. I strongly feel this has something to do with the King of Cups. Then we have a King of Rods. So we've got a fire sign here. This fire sign is a Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. This is more your energy, I feel. This may be more of your energy here. It's sort of like you need to take on more of the persona of the fire signs and really move forward with passion, really understand the drive that you need to move forward. 7 of Cups made an appearance in the What's Cracking read. This is about having lots of options. It's like you've got the world ahead of you here. The 2 of Wands should be here, because it's like you're standing there with the world in your hand. You have all these things being offered to you and you're holding yourself back because you're refusing to see the future. You're living in the past here. You're clutching on to something that's actually holding you back. Oh, I just had a little epiphany moment. So even I get them. Okay, I'll have to have a good think about that when I'm finished here. This is about something holding you back from moving forward. So for some of you, this cycle here could be about old relationships, old loves, people you've loved, but not allowing yourself to release that energy and move forward, because the universe is waiting to bring you in this this brand new day, these options. You just have to take the energy on of this King of Wands, you know, feeling good about yourself, creating this feeling of confidence, of self-esteem, being able to move forward here. Okay, look what we have at the end, the Emperor. So if it's love you're worried about, you're being moved towards the person you're supposed to be with. You just have to trust the universe and let go of the past. You're not trusting. You know, I hear people say all the time, oh, you know, I know there's someone out there for me, but I'm nearly given up. I've had enough. And I think, no, you can't do that, because you're giving up your trust and your faith and your hope, and you're negative. It's negative. So I hate the thought of people going to me about, you know, oh, you're so positive about things. You always say, but why not? I don't dwell on the negative. I don't sit in that place which says to me there is nothing ahead of you. I get up every morning and wait for the day to come in and enjoy the day. Yes, I'm a lot older than a lot of you, and I've probably learned my lessons, but don't ever think that I've got to a place where I've learned everything I need to learn. So I wake up every day grateful for the day I'm in. I know that sometimes days are challenging. I know people are challenging. I know experiences are challenging, but it doesn't matter. I always learn that there is something good to come out of that. There is something for me at the end of the day. And yes, things piss me off. And yes, people piss me off. And yes, I get angry at things. That's all normal, as long as you're not clinging on to dear life for that to go. And it's okay to cling to it for a day or two. We're talking about clinging on to this for a very long time. You can't cling on to things for years and whatever, because they do stop you moving forward. And there is an opportunity here to close out this cycle. It could be a cycle around negative thinking. It could be a cycle around, you know, relationships, cycling in relationships. It certainly could be closing out a cycle from your childhood, your memories, your negative emotions. All of this is something that you can close out if you only realize you can. So in all amongst that, I got an epiphany too. So sometimes even I look at the cards and think, wow, there's something for me here, and I walk away and realize that the messages are for me just as much as everybody else. So, you know, there's lots of things I'm trying to heal and work on from my past, but I know that there's still something much greater ahead of me. I know that I am looking forward to something amazing and something wonderful, and I can't wait to get to that point. But I understand that I have to be patient, I have to wait, I have to, and I have to keep the faith. I have to be faithful, and I have to be true to myself, and I do need to have boundaries. And the card that's come out is the card of celebrations, and it says you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. Beautiful reading, folks. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow.